last week, two major streaming and esports related issues caught the attention of Reddit. The first was STARCRAFT pro player Hyun coming forward to say that he hadn't been paid by his team's management in several weeks. Well, we decided to reach out to one of the leading experts in video game and entertainment law to get his opinion on how each of these situations should have been handled and what the likely outcomes will be. Here's Ultradavid with his thoughts.
Hey everybody, this is David Graham, aka Ultradavid. I'm an attorney specializing in entertainment, video game law, IP, and internet law. So an LLC is a limited liability company. The main reasons to do it are that it can shield its owners from some liability, from personal liability for debts of the company. As far as what the differences are for Hyun in getting money against an LLC or against a person, an LLC itself is going to have debts, and there are situations where the owner of the LLC shares in that liability, and those situations are like cases of fraud. That's one kind of situation where that works. If there's no real separation between the company and its owner, if it's like more or less the same person, if the creditor suffers something particularly unjust. So there are these ways to get through. But as far as the debt itself goes, the company or Simon, whichever, would be required to pay off that debt to the extent possible. If that money just doesn't exist, then there's not a ton that you can do, at least in the US. Oh, for Simon, certainly breach of contract is a major thing going on right now, or that should be going on in any case. I would have to think that there should be some bankruptcy concerns for him. There might be some fraud concerns depending on exactly how things went down. That's hard to say without being closer to the case itself. When I talk to pro players or to pro teams, the things that I most want them to pay attention to in drafting contracts are the conditions for payment. When are you going to pay players? Under what circumstances do you have to pay players? I also recommend a very close and detailed look at the exact obligations required on both sides. So what is it that the team can require the player to do? Whether it's social media stuff or wearing certain clothes that the team puts together, or whether it's something more like having to put a video together from time to time, having to write a blog from time to time, things like that. And if you're the player, what can you require of the team? Can you require that the team house you, or that the team puts you up in a hotel? Can you require that the team pays for travel, that the team pays you a monthly salary, all these different kinds of obligations? And then something that I see commonly missed, but that is very important, is the conditions for termination of the contract. When does the contract end, and who can end it? Which side can do it, and under which circumstances? Is it when the player is starting to play badly, or can it happen at any time? Is it when the player acts out in a way that kind of decreases the value of that player to the team, or is it something else? Can the player voluntarily leave? These are things that are often left unaddressed for whatever reason in some of the contracts that I've read, and they're things that I always try to pay attention to.
Great tips there for pro players from David. Gotta appreciate him taking some time and teaching some of the youngsters out there.
Absolutely. Cross your T's, dot your I's.
Good guy there. All right, guys, make sure to check out the website dpgatlaw.com for more information. Now moving